Hey guys, Kiko here. For our Q&A, let's start with the first question here. All right, which guitar solos were harder to learn, Mark Friedman or Chris Poland? I think I answered that maybe hundreds of times, I guess. But well, for me, it was harder to play Chris Poland solos because the Mark Friedman style, I knew, so his phrasing, I knew a little bit already. I was listening to his work, solos from Megadeth or his solo albums. So I knew a little bit about his phrasing and styles, arpeggios, and the way he improvises. So Chris Poland was more like a great discovery for me. He uses some diminished dominant scales. He uses other scales, I guess, some chromatic ideas that I was not so familiar with. So yeah, I guess Chris Poland was harder to at first, but then I understood his style, and then yeah. So, but Mark Friedman solos are not easy to play, and then people are always comparing Mark Friedman, myself, and other players from Megadeth based on how we play Tornado of Soul solo. So yeah, so I guess that specific solo is kind of a benchmark. So in that matter, that's how people compare the guitarists from Megadeth. So next question here, do you want to learn another instrument? I always have fun discovering or trying different instruments, and but basically playing this instrument here, guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, classical guitar, and piano. So piano helps me to compose, helps me to understand better music in general, and of course drums. I have this beautiful Holland here, and I spent some time practicing drums, but it's not, I don't want to be a drummer. It's just fun, So I try not to go and learn like completely different instruments because I don't have that much time in my life. But sometimes, I play a little bit of flute, or if I travel and I discover a new instrument, I try to have fun with the instrument a little bit. But basically guitar, acoustic guitar, piano, and a little bit of drums. Third question, who are my favorite fusion players? Well, that's a very common question as well. And I would say Alan Holdsworth, Scott Henderson, yes, and Frank Gambale would be, Mike Stern as well. So four names. But my thing about fusion, the meaning of fusion is to fusion things, to mix different styles of music. So when I listen to Chick Corea or any 70s, Weather Report, any 70s fusion music, when they started to combine elements from different styles of music, it's not about those players that I just mentioned. I think it's about, listening to different styles of music, Brazilian music, Cuban music, flamenco, classical music, Indian music, jazz, blues, and then you combine, you find your way to combine those elements and you create your own fusion music. I think that on my songs I have elements of fusion not because I'm listening to fusion guitarists, but it's because I listen to different kinds and styles of music, and then I try to combine them my way. So that's what I think is fusion. But anyways, for you, Alan Holdsworth, Mike Stern, Scott Henderson, Frank Gambale, I would say those four guitar players are the benchmark for fusion guitar. And of course, Pat Metheny. I love Pat Metheny. But anyways, so the fifth one, the big five. Fourth question, how many languages do I speak? So Portuguese would be the first one, right? But my Portuguese is getting worse and worse and worse because at home, my kids, they mix in the same phrase, Portuguese, English, and Finnish. So it's a mess and my brain is collapsing. So my Portuguese is, getting worse every day. English, I speak English as well, as you can hear now. Finnish, I'm trying my best. I will do it, in 10 years, maybe 20 years. I promise, I promise. I do speak Spanish. I can communicate and, say, some Spanish. Actually, traveling in South America and living in California was very helpful to speak good Spanish. And French, yes, as well. And Italian, when I'm there in Italy, I find my way and I understand almost 100%, and I speak quite okay Italian and French. And Spanish is good. We have the Portuñol, which is a mix of Spanish and Portuguese. So yeah, and Portuguese and English, and maybe one day Finnish. That's it. Okay, so for answers, and I cannot promise, but I will do my best to continue my YouTuber, can I say that? YouTuber life, doing those Q&As. So send me questions here, subscribe to the channel. Au revoir, see you tout à l'heure, and see you soon, see you in the next video. Bye.